Flock, man. What is up, man? I'm back with another video for you guys today, man. Today, Ravens Flock, man. I got my biggest takeaways from week one, man. Game one, Baltimore Ravens versus the New York Jets, man. Hey, smuggy game Sunday afternoon. It was raining, it was heavy rain throughout the game, and then it was light rain also. So I'm not gonna put, too much on this game. A lot of people keep saying, "Oh, it's the Jets," but it's still an NFL team at the end of the day. Ravens went out there, put on a good performance in the second half. Wasn't a great performance in the first half. I guess they was shaking off the rust from not playing their starters in week one. Lamar struggled a little bit in the beginning. Running backs, Mike Davis, Kenyon Drake. It's a lot of rust, man, in the offensive line, man. So today, I'm going to give you a couple of my biggest takeaways from Sunday afternoon's game, man. Hey, let's just get started, man. The defense, man, it might be back to elite, man. The defense might be back to elite, man. The Ravens defense, hey, it looked good, man. And they looked fired up week one. They came out the gates, hardtailing, playing fast, sideline to sideline. A couple players that stood out to me, man. The key addition this off season, Marcus Williams, man, caught the interception, man. He kept everything in front of him. The Ravens secondary as a whole didn't let nothing get behind them. Didn't give up a lot. No big, huge plays, and that was a plus for them. That was basically a key for them if they was going to win this game. And I think that was pretty good, man. I mean, Joe Flacco did throw for 300 yards, but we still got the W, man. And Joe Flacco did throw two. Had some turnovers. He throw a pick and stuff like that. So the defense looked good, man. The front seven, I should say, looked very well, man. Front four. Let me start with that. Was getting a constant push from the offensive line of the Jets, man. Even though the Jets were without their offensive left tackle, but they were still getting pressure, man. Houston had a couple sacks, man. BK came through, man. Yeah, and it was like, wow, man. If we can get this, if the Ravens can get this all season long, man, nobody gonna be able to, mess with the Ravens, man. Especially in that front four, man. And that comes to show you if they can consistently get pressure from the front four, they don't need to blitz like the corners and the safeties every other play like how it was in the Wink Martindale scheme, man. And that was a very great positive I took, and it made me happy that I could see that, man. But like I said, it was players like BK. He showed up, man. It's like he coming strong this year, man. His third year in the league, man. It's like he coming strong. BK. Calais Campbell did his thing, man. It was Calais Campbell. Justin Houston had a couple of sacks. A lot of people say Owe wasn't there, but Owe. I mean, we can give Owe, because he's supposed to have a big year, man. So if there's some criticism to be given to Owe, man, he got to keep his motor up at 100 at all times, man. If he's gonna take that jump from year one to year two. And Michael Pierce, man, a veteran, he needs to basically replace Brandon Williams from last year, man. We need Michael Pierce to do his thing, man. But all off season, man, he really didn't show up in off season workouts and training camp and stuff like that. But hey, here's my thing, man. If you was out there working out, man, you ain't got to show up. You ain't got to show up in off season training camp, man. If you're gonna play like this off season, man, pushing the pocket, man, and stuff like that. So, hey, I love it, man. I love it. I mean, I guess there was a lot of good things to say about this front seven, man. Patrick Queen, flying, man. Sideline to sideline, using his speed, hitting the hole hard, making tackles. Just flying out there, man. It just, week one, I don't think I think he want to make that jump this year in year three, I'm sorry. Year three, to show everybody that he can be the Ravens 3-down linebacker, for 3 downs. And he can be that, who we picked in the first round 3 years ago, man. And the Ravens won't be disappointed. Because I don't want to be disappointed about Patrick Queen. Because I really like Patrick Queen, man. So, it was amazing to see that, man. Back to the secondary, man. We might have pray, and I pray we get our no-fly name back, man. We had like I said, Marcus Peters, Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton, he's kind of fluttering, but I hope he picks it up, man, and Marcus Williams can help him out. Chuck Clark, another one, man, forced a fumble, picked the fumble up and stuff like that, causing turnovers as usual. You know, and you like to see that. And there was talks about Chuck Clark, you know, being one of the people to being on a trade block this offseason. So hopefully we can keep Chuck Clark, and he wore the green dot on Sunday. So hopefully that's how green dot got for the rest of the year, man. Next thing I got, man, is Makari should have been left tackle one from the jump. My opinion, you know, you knew Rodney Stanley wasn't going to be ready week one. You should have ramped Makari up, you know, to start left tackle week one and had Jawan James be your backup instead of Jawan James starting, because sad news came out yesterday. Jawan James tore his Achilles on Sunday, so I mean he's done for the season. And I think that, like I said, the Ravens should have prepped Makari. I mean, the same thing could happen to Makari, but you know they could have ranked Makari up to be left tackle number one, man, and we'd have been great because Makari is that Swiss Army knife that the Ravens have. You know that he can play all five positions on the offensive line, and that's beneficial to the Ravens, man. So and you can plug Makari in, and he can play each of the five positions on the offensive line, and I love it. But hey, that's neither here nor there. We gonna move in. We gonna move on, man. Because as they say, man, next man up. And even when Makari got in the game, first thing that happened, Lamar, hey, scored a touchdown when Makari got in. He was a left tackle, man. So I mean that's a positive sign that he came in and he was that jolt. So there we go, right there. The third takeaway I got is we got to get out the huddle quicker than the Ravens are, man. Because the Ravens are not getting out of the huddle quick enough. I counted like 6 times where the Ravens, in the first half alone, where it was like the Ravens wasn't getting out of the huddle quick enough. I don't know if it was communication issues, or was that like, you know, stuff like that. But Greg Roman and Lamar has to really communicate and get the plays in on time, and you know, get them in a good time, so that as though Lamar can get to the line, make adjustments at the line if he sees something that can be beneficial to the offense, that can get the offense down the field quicker. He can make that adjustment at the line of scrimmage instead of you breaking the huddle at like 12 seconds and you only got basically 10 seconds, you know, because it takes 2 seconds to get to the line, but you got 10 seconds, you know, to make your audibles. And that's not enough time, in my opinion, to make audibles and to make it adjustable things, you know, to help you move the ball up and down the field. Because if you make it to the line, you getting delay of game penalties and stuff like that. And the Ravens did miss out on a couple delay of game penalties, but that's something that can be fixed as well. And that kind of comes with Lamar, you know, getting the offense together, making that quick substitutions, Greg Roman making the plays quick, fast, and Greg Roman getting the plays in quicker than, you know, he needs to. And also, I think Greg Roman is giving them basically two plays each huddle, and it's causing too much confusion in the huddle. Just break it down and slow it down and give them one play per play. I mean, one play, you know, per huddle. And like, I understand it. You know, you want to go, you know, you might want to go no huddle or nothing, but gotta get out of the huddle. So that's my third takeaway. Hey, Harbaugh, back to the third one. Hey, John Harbaugh has to tone down his loyalty to Greg Roman and start putting Greg Roman in the doghouse, or start saying something to Greg Roman, man. Because some of the play calling Sunday, I know, like I said earlier, I know it was raining and muggy and stuff like that, but it was times where Greg Roman was like, I mean, the play calling was like, why you keep doing this? You going back to back, you know, it's like the passing routes are the same, man. You know, the passing schemes are the same. It's like the players are running at each other. Like, example, early in the game, it was Likely and Andrews. I think the pass was intended for Andrews. I think it was in the first quarter, and Likely, you know, tried to catch the ball, but he didn't catch it. I think that was that's something that needs to be worked on with Likely. I know he's a rookie, but that's something you need to tell him that cannot happen, because Makari is going to be. I mean, Likely, you know, was supposed to get that. I mean, Andrews was. I'm sorry, Mark Andrews was supposed to be the intended receiver for that. So, hey, that's something they got to work on, you know, and stuff like that. And also, John Harbaugh has to let Greg Roman know, man. If it ain't working, stop going to it, because you're going to leave the Ravens in a hole, man, and stuff like that, man. You don't want to, you know, stop and do that. So that's all I gotta say for that. I mean, like I said, John Harbaugh just needs to start getting on Greg Roman and his coordinators a little bit more, man. So and cut back the loyalty a little bit. I did like putting Lamar under the center for some, like in some plays. Like I want to see that more than like 12 times a game where you putting Lamar under the center. I know we run the read option off and stuff like that, but I like Lamar under the center. Run a little. I like the little offset I formation, the I formation. You know, getting your backs going downhill a full hit of speed and stuff like that, man. And that was really good, man. So because it worked in the second half where Kenyon Drake was getting, you know, almost 6 yards a pop carry, and Mike Davis, he was bouncing to the outside even though he fumbled, and Mike Davis really, like, he fumbled, but it was okay, man. So I mean, because it really wasn't his fault. A lot of people say it was his fault, but it really wasn't Mike Davis' fault why he fumbled, man. That was a great hit by the linebacker that came out of nowhere. I mean, the cornerback, I think, that came and hit the ball right out of Mike Davis' hand, if I'm mistaken. And lastly, the biggest takeaway was the Ravens still have the best kicker in the NFL. I mean, what can you say, man? You know, Justin Tucker still nailing field goals. You know, hitting them when he needs to. And league wide, you saw Sunday that a lot of kickers, Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, for example, Ravens flock. We should appreciate Justin Tucker more, man, because you saw, like I said, you saw in games like um, the Bengals game, the Bengals Steelers game. You saw the game Sunday night with Zerline missed 2 field goals. Even the Monday Night Football game, you saw missing field goals, man. And like I said, man, a Ravens flock. Let's appreciate not John Harbaugh. Why I keep saying that? Justin Tucker while he's here, man. And Justin Tucker, if you listen to this video or watching this video, we love you, Justin Tucker. Ravens flock love you, man. And keep doing your thing, man. So that's all I gotta say, man. That was my biggest takeaways for this game, man. You know, a little short and simple video for you guys. But hey, Ravens flock, we up. We 1-0. On to Miami. Let's beat this Miami team. You know, they beat us last year. Beat the door hinges off the Ravens last year, man. And let's go get this at the bank this Sunday, man, at 1 p.m., man. Let's go, Ravens flock, man. See y'all in the next video. Holla. Ravens flock every day, all day. Let's go.